Some stories should never be told, but you're about to hear them anyway. Enter Fatal Frames. Before we begin, a word of caution. This video discusses suicide and suicidal ideation. If you or someone you know is struggling, please reach out for help. You are not alone. Viewer discretion is advised. December 19th, 2025, 1:30 in the morning. DeKalb County, Georgia. Police receive a call that someone has fallen from an abandoned building. When officers arrive at Emory University's Briarcliff campus, they find the body of a 19-year-old woman at the base of a 5-story structure. Her name was Leah Palmirotto, and the building she fell from was Hawkins National Laboratory. But Hawkins Lab only exists in fiction. In reality, this building has a much darker history. Built in the 1960s, it served as the Georgia Mental Health Institute, a psychiatric hospital that operated until 1997. Before that, these 42 acres belonged to Asa Candler Jr., the son of the founder of Coca-Cola. His estate, Briarcliff Mansion, still stands nearby. The Mental Health Institute was connected by a web of underground tunnels. Staff who worked there spoke of strange occurrences, unexplained sounds, a feeling of being watched. Some claim the building is haunted by the spirits of former patients. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, this place has witnessed suffering. When Netflix chose this location for Hawkins National Laboratory in Stranger Things, they couldn't have picked a more appropriate setting. A former psychiatric facility with underground tunnels, abandoned and decaying. The show made it famous, and that fame would prove fatal. Urban exploration, or urbex, has become a worldwide phenomenon. Photographers and thrill seekers breaking into abandoned buildings to document decay and capture the aesthetic of forgotten places. The Briarcliff campus became a pilgrimage site for Stranger Things fans. Despite the fences, despite the warning signs, despite the danger, Leah Palmirotto was 19 years old. Her father described her as someone who loved photography, cars, motorcycles, and skate parks. On the night of December 18th, she climbed over a chain-link fence with a group of friends to explore the building. Her father later revealed that she had visited before. The exact circumstances of how Leah fell remain unclear. What is known is that she and her friends had entered an active demolition zone. The building Emory had begun tearing down just months earlier. Around 1:30 a.m., Leah Palmirotto fell from the roof. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Her father, Todd Palmirotto Jr., spoke to reporters days later. Quote, "Going to these places are dangerous, being with people that you really don't know. We just kind of always had something in the back of our mind that something could happen." He added that he hopes her final moments were instant, that she felt no pain. In the days following Leah's death, Emory University reinforced barriers around the site. Security was increased, but the building's fame meant that trespassers kept coming. The very thing that made Stranger Things compelling, a government facility hiding dark secrets, had created a real-world death trap. The Upside Down, it seems, had claimed a victim. 8,000 miles away in Nairobi, Kenya, another pattern was emerging. The upscale neighborhood of Kilimani, known for its luxury apartments and wealthy residents, had become synonymous with death from above. In 2025 alone, at least 6 people died after falling from Kilimani's towers. 3 of those cases reveal something deeply disturbing about what happens behind closed doors. September 18th, 2025. Zeituni Kavayo was a 55-year-old domestic worker who lived in Kibera, one of Africa's largest slums. She worked as a cleaner for a Sudanese family in Kilimani. On that day, she had finished her laundry duties and left the apartment. Then she received a call asking her to return. When Zeituni returned to the 5th floor apartment on Mapunga Road, her employers accused her of stealing 5,000 Kenyan shillings, roughly $38 from a trouser pocket. What happened next was captured on video by witnesses in a neighboring building. The footage is difficult to watch. It shows Zeituni hanging from a balcony while a man in a white shirt holds on to her. Seconds later, he lets go. She's seen clinging to a lower balcony, then moving from the 5th floor to the 3rd floor via the balconies, before eventually plunging to her death. Police arrested 4 Sudanese nationals, a mother, her 2 daughters, and a son. But their initial statement claimed Zeituni had jumped. Her family rejected this entirely. Her daughter Faith told reporters she had already left work but was called back, only to end up dead. When I collected her belongings, I only found 160 shillings in her purse. There was nothing else. Zeituni's death sparked outrage across Kenya. Residents of Kibera took to the streets. Domestic worker unions demanded justice. Cabinet Secretary Alfred Mutua condemned it as a, quote, heinous act, resulting from the exploitation and violation of low-ranking workers. An autopsy confirmed she died from multiple injuries consistent with a high fall. The investigation continues. 2 months later, November 30th, 2025, Heartland Apartments on Kindaruma Road. A 25-year-old man named Festus Lee Oromo was found dead on the roof of a parked Nissan Tida. He had fallen from the 14th floor, but this was no accident. Festus had checked into the apartment 2 days earlier with a 48-year-old woman named Lillian Mora Mbeki. They had met on Tinder in 2024. Lillian was described as financially well off, holding dual Kenyan and Costa Rican citizenship. A third friend joined them for a drinking session that lasted into the early hours of Sunday morning. Sometime before dawn, an argument erupted. The male friend left the apartment shortly after. Police believe Festus was assaulted during the altercation that followed. Court filings reveal the apartment was found in disarray, signs of a violent confrontation. Investigators believe he may have been pushed over the balcony railing after allegedly pushing her 25-year-old boyfriend to his death. Lillian Mbeki reportedly went back to sleep without raising an alarm. She was arrested and charged with murder. Kilimani Police Commander Patricia Yegan confirmed, "This is being treated as a murder case. We are examining all circumstances surrounding the incident." The male friend who left before the fall remains a person of interest. 3 weeks later, December 23rd, 2025, the body of 51-year-old Evans Mwora Githua was found behind Alba Apartments on Kasuku Road. He had fallen from the 14th floor. Githua was the CEO of Com21, a leading IT firm whose clients included the State House, Parliament, and the Central Bank of Kenya. On December 22nd, Githua checked into a short-stay bedsitter apartment alone. He had been missing from his home in Runda since the previous day. His family grew worried when his mobile phones went offline. something they described as unusual for him. When police forced entry into the apartment, they found it locked from the inside. A search revealed a used scalpel, alcohol, and various medications. Extensive bloodstains covered the room. Officers found injuries on both of Githua's wrists, cuts believed to be self-inflicted. Police concluded he died by suicide. The death shocked Kenya's business community. Colleagues described Githua as successful, having recently secured major government contracts. There were no immediate indications of distress, but details from his will revealed a final request: that the body be cremated within 24 hours. His family honored this wish on Christmas Day. 3 deaths, 3 different circumstances. A domestic worker accused of theft. A young man killed by someone he trusted. A successful executive whose inner demons remained hidden. But all 3 share one thing: Kilimani's towers became their final destination. These deaths in Atlanta and Nairobi are not isolated incidents. They are part of a global pattern. In cities with abundant high-rise housing, deaths from falls have become disturbingly common. In Hong Kong, jumping accounts for over 50% of all suicides, the highest rate in the developed world. Researchers attribute this directly to the city's dense concentration of accessible, tall buildings. The architecture we build shapes how we live, and sometimes how we die. From Atlanta to Nairobi, an abandoned mental hospital and luxury high-rises, what links these tragedies is not just the method of death, but what they reveal about the spaces we create. The Briarcliff building was designed to treat the mentally ill. It became a pop culture landmark that killed a curious teenager. Kilimani's apartments were built for comfort and prestige. They became sites of murder, abuse, and despair. Heights have always represented aspiration, but they also represent danger. The urban explorers who climb fences to see where their favorite shows were filmed. The domestic workers who enter homes where their lives mean nothing. The lovers who meet strangers online and end up in apartments they'll never leave. The executives whose success hides a silent struggle. Leah Palmirotto's father said they always had something in the back of their mind that something could happen. Zeituni, Kavayo's daughter, said her mother was called back only to end up dead. Festus Oromo thought he was meeting for a weekend getaway. Evans Githua left a will requesting cremation within 24 hours. They all ended up the same way, falling from heights they never should have been at. For Zeituni Kavayo, justice is still pending. For Leah Palmirotto, the building that killed her is being demolished. For Festus Oromo, his accused killer awaits trial. And for Evans Githua, we may never know what drove him to that 14th floor. Some secrets die with us, others fall with us. If you or someone you know is struggling with thoughts of suicide, please reach out. In the United States, call or text 988 to reach the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. Available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You are not alone, and help is available. If this video moved you, please consider subscribing to Fatal Frames and hitting the like button. Your support helps us continue telling these important stories. Thank you for watching.